Well pleased with these. These are the two biggest ones I think we've had. And now we're going over onto Gigantica and we're going to spank some big ones.
To get a wanger on our banger.
Wednesday morning, still no action in Alcatraz. Lovely sunrise we've had every morning. The world's coming back to life again, cars are on the way to work. Still really happy in what we're doing. I just don't think the fish have come through yet. Still fancy the swim. And like I say, I still think we've got it right.
It was becoming the unenviable norm to wake up on the main lake to unbothered rods, and it was down to the anglers again to try and get their heads around what exactly was going on and what they could do differently to turn it around. Over on the road lake though, it seemed like Mr. Bond had brought in the rest of his mates in the Secret Service to check out what Rob and Lee had been doing, because whatever it was paying off big style.
There we go. Well pleased with these.
There we go, these two are mirrors, the other two are commons.
One of Gigantica's most striking features is the beautiful shade of blue its water gives off. This stunning colour comes from the gravel that was originally excavated from being very alkaline in its makeup. The lake is also crystal clear in many places, and watching carp go back is a real spectacle as they slowly and gracefully disappear once more into the depths.
Yes.
Real blistering takes, just one toners they are. Absolute bang, they're gone, aren't they?
Yeah.
Fantastic fishing.
Yeah.
I'd love to come back here and do a proper week on here, really.
Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah, definitely. These are the two biggest ones I think we've had. This one's 24.3.
The weather was glorious, and although it was great to sit out in the early spring sun, the high pressure and cold nights were struggling to raise the water temperature significantly. If there'd been a mild southwesterly blowing with overcast conditions, it may well have been a very different story.
Cracking fight. Came out the margins, literally just a couple of rod lengths out on the bottom of the shelf. It certainly seems to be patrolling the margins at the moment, so that's where we've been nicking most of them. It's more than welcome and gives us a bigger tally.
I do like the cell in here for some reason, tipped with a bit of orange. Tried the other colours. Had one or two fish on yellow, but it seems to be orange, mate, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
It seems to be orange.
Well, this is the last fish from this lake. All the gear's packed up. Just the rod sitting down on the deck, and this one's rattled off, can't believe it. An absolute little stunner. Just imagine this at 40 pound. It's going to be an awesome looking creature. The mirrors are absolutely stunning in here. The commons are like bars of gold, and literally when these fish grow on, next couple of years this place is going to be really on the map. And now we're going over onto Gigantica and we're going to spank some big ones.
To get a wanger on our banger.
Go on. Up a torpedo.
The hospitality at Gigantica is legendary, and regardless of what's caught or not caught, you're incredibly well looked after. The owners appreciating that for everyone, a week in France should primarily be about enjoying yourself and feeling looked after and comfortable.
But my normal rigs, if I can, I'll fish either a solid bag and short braided hook or fun fishing boilies then. And that's how I
It's astonishing how far you can put a solid bag in.
a solid bag will fly further than a normal rig.
Nice bit of pork, bit of some burgers, hot dogs, spicy sausages, normal sausages, chicken, spicy pork chops, steak, pasta, salad, boiled potatoes with lashings of butter.
All the Free Spirit team would thoroughly recommend and endorse a trip to Gigantica for any keen angler. However, the management have asked us to pass on the fact that a live band are not in residence here and probably won't be performing the week you're here. Whether or not that's a good or a bad thing, well, only you can decide.
Okay, we're standing again.
Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Back in the same old place, sweet old Chicago. Come on.
We have a lake in front of us. It's flat calm. There's not a pimple, not a ripple, not a sign of life.
No, we're having a few beers and
We're having a splendid barbecue and
bit of this, bit of that.
I'm feeling like the sun has frazzled my brain today. In all honesty though, I'm trying a different tactic today. What's happened over the last couple of days hasn't worked, so just keep bringing the changes until something sticks, really. Finally, I've listened to the bailiff, so I'll probably start catching something now. But we're all enjoying ourselves, and yeah, we'll see what happens.
Change, and in you exchange a walk on floor, we'll leave roll in the cage.
That was definitely an occurrence.
So far, no fish, but it's getting. I don't know. It's getting to sort of look a little bit better every day by day. Every morning we see the fish. I mean, myself and Sean swim is. Well, if we had to draw or swim again, we draw the same swim, I think. Yeah, the fish have been showing predominantly down this end. Not been quite so many shows this morning, which can be a good thing really, because it might indicate that the fish have gone down in the water and maybe doing a little bit more feeding. There was a fish just a little while ago, just showed along the margin to my left, and it was definitely bubbling afterwards. Nobody's doing anything wrong. I think everyone, at this stage, I think a few of the lads might start panicking a little bit and changing things around, but at the end of the day, everyone's probably doing it right. It's just really up to the carp. Problem is with these fairly deep lakes, it takes a long while for the water to warm up and for the fish to kick in properly. But the amount of activity we've seen, they ought to be sort of feeding to replenish sort of lost energy. But we just wait and see.
Right, it's Thursday morning. Still nothing been out. Everyone's struggling. I think all the tricks have been tried. Tried long range, short range, margin rods, tiger nuts, boilies, broken nuts, everything. The only thing I've got left to try is one of them adjustable zigs, because it may be that they're sort of a little bit lower in the water than we think, but they're certainly not on the bottom anyway.
My aim in writing is to establish a greater reality. I am not a realist or a naturalist. I am for life, which in music, it seems to me, can only be attained by the use of dream and symbol. Aiming always toward a real inner harmony and inner peace and silence.
Searching for
The fish is not eating, we are going to eat. Just look what I can prepare.
Aiming always toward a real inner harmony and inner peace and silence.
searching for
They're so active at the moment. They've just got to be sort of.
It's the lack of liners that I'm finding a bit curious, you know.
Yeah, having said that, I've been using back leads, and so you're not really going to get liners with a back lead, hopefully. I just don't know. The funny thing is with Daphne, it does the complete opposite to what you expect. When in dull or dark conditions, it comes up in the water, and it goes down in the water as it gets lighter, you know. So I mean, I found by varying the sort of depths of the zig, in the middle of the day I was fishing in sort of 12 foot of water, but first thing in the morning or the night catching them sort of a couple of foot below the surface. But then as soon as you've got light, sort of fishing a bit deeper down with the zig and catching them all day long, you know.
Get your breakdown.
Yeah, I've got it.
No, that would have been last night. Got it.
For what you're about to see, there really are no words. Simply sit back and enjoy. The anglers were working together, continuing their pursuit of these Gigantica carp. But with only a couple of days remaining, they were all conscious that time was beginning to run a bit short, and that the tactics they'd employed in the hope of catching should really, by now, show signs of paying dividends. Both the middle of the lake and the margins were being targeted as the lads were pulling out all the stops to try and get a carp on the mat.
Well, we're nearly there. Dropping a bit short.
I didn't have the water.
Sounded like it's Pete's bivvy. Look, 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 look. Is that Rommel come out?
I'm now between Pete Castle and Lee Jackson and Sean Harrison. I hope you can hear it. There was a fish jumping. I think 30 yards off those rods. Come on.
Just need one fish and the confidence is rising.
Yes!
First carp on again.
Yes! Go on!